So Des Bryant said, I've tried my best not to get into Travis' business, but I had to after seeing this. I'm here to tell you, brother, wake up and quit playing. She talked all that crap about you, saying she was going to address the situation once, but kept talking about it. She loves the attention way more than you. She thinks she's an equal to you. I can tell you're a great dude, and I promise there's a woman out there who's going to make your life easy and respect you. From what I see, she has nothing to offer but an effing headache. As a man, it's a level in life you might never want to teach unless you prepare for that moment. I get married women in my DMs. When I click on their profiles, I see family photos, YouTube videos, so you can spare me with all the goofy stuff we're talking about. I remember being just like Travis in college. I didn't smoke, I didn't party, and I barely sipped a drink of alcohol. If I wasn't playing football, I was with her. I took care of her, doing all that crap Travis does, on some genuine stuff. The day she realized I was that guy, she started that weird stuff. Would you believe superstar Des Bryant got cheated on? I tried a relationship again and failed. Travis is better off being one of the future disciples until further notice.
I'm making this video strictly for Travis. I hope Travis come across this video. I hope he takes this wisdom and knowledge that I'm about to spit at him. I hope he takes this and really apply it to his life, because clearly there's nobody in his corner telling him what needs to be said. And if there is somebody in his corner telling him what needs to be said, clearly he's hard-headed. Clearly he's sprung. Clearly she done threw that thing back on him and he don't know what to do. Listen, Travis Hunter is the prime example of where modern men are in today's time. He's a prime example where especially young modern men are in today's time, right? They're not standing up for themselves. They're not putting their foot down, right? They're not putting their foot down. They're not putting these bitches in their places. They're not putting their women in their places, right? They're not doing what it needs to take, and it's because society has let men down overall, right? We stay in a gynocentric Western society where the women take the lead, where the women are in control, where the women are calling the shots in a relationship. And it's not just Travis, right? I see it in regular everyday life. I see how the relationship dynamic has drastically changed, right? I'm seeing dudes who let their woman talk to them any kind of way. I'm seeing dudes who, like, especially at the gym, like you got chicks dressing, provocative with their dudes at the gym. You got girls who have dudes and they're looking at other dudes in their guys' faces, right? And now that we on that topic, right? Speaking of doing shit in your man's face, there was a video that surfaced. Remember, she was saying how he used to take her to parties and he used to just wait in the car like a little simp little boy dog, right? So now there's a video that has surfaced of the alleged party that he drove her to, right? And some dude was in there grabbing on them cheeks, right? Some dude was in there slapping that booty around like, yeah, this is mine, Travis. This ain't yours. This is all of ours, Travis. This is our bitch. This is our bitch, Travis. You can go ahead and put a ring on it. Yeah. You can go ahead and call it yours on paper, but this is our bitch. We sharing this hoe, Travis. We sharing this hoe. And here's that snippet of that video right here.
So worrying about what I got going on. You ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? So worrying about what I got going on. You ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? So worrying about
So as y'all can see, Shawty is clearly out there. Let me take a little sip real quick. Let me take a water break before I start spitting this fire. Gotta cool my mouth down some. Clearly, this girl is out there. Clearly, she's a little thought. Listen, Well, just because the chick's gonna make this, just because she's dressing provocative doesn't mean that she's a whore. Yes, the fuck it does. Not only is she dressing in a kind of way, but she's just throwing that ass to whoever, right? She just letting dudes grab on it, and allegedly this was when this was in the 5-year period that they were with each other. So this is not a video of her doing this and they weren't in a relationship or anything like that. This is a video while they were in a relationship. Another dude who ain't Travis, right? Another dude who ain't Travis grabbing on what's supposed to be his ass. Grabbing on what he should be grabbing on. Why is that? Why? How is this happening? Listen, guys, I've told you guys over and over and over again. The dynamic is, if a chick is 21 and a man is 21, the chick will have light years of experience over that young man, right? And it's coming down to now where a young man may not even catch up in his lifetime. That's how crazy it is now. Women are at these parties. Women are getting train gangs ran on them. Women are on boats. They getting flown out. They got OnlyFans. They've been sucking and ducking since the age of 12, right? So it's not far-fetched to see why he's so sprung. It's not far-fetched to see why he's so in love with this girl. It's not so far-fetched to see why he's in a situation that he's in. Like I've said in the past video that I made about him, when some of these stories first came out, I said that he appears and he talks as if this is the first baddie, this is the first top tier chick that he's ever had. He's talking as if he's never had a nice piece of tail. And let me tell you something, she cute. She cute, but she ain't the baddest thing in the world. But you can tell when a man is just now getting a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? You can tell when a man is getting the You can tell where you can tell when a man is just now, he just getting his hands on a nice piece of, soft, piece of, a piece of pork and grinds. You get what I'm saying? You can tell. And unfortunately, like I said before, I'm not wishing anything on this relationship. I'm not wishing anything on the union that they're trying to form. I really do hope that it comes together. I really do hope he puts his foot down and put his foot up that ass. I really do hope things come together. But like I've said before, we've seen this story play out too many times. We've seen what happens with these young athletes. We see what happens. We're paying attention to her demeanor. Yeah, the internet be tripping sometimes, but the internet investigators are some of the best investigators ever in the world. The internet investigators, they're better than detectives, right? They're better than detectives. With 20 plus years of experience, the internet detectives don't never fail, right? They never fail. The margin of error is low with the internet detectives. And they just keep going. It keeps going. The rabbit hole continues to get deeper, right? The first time it's like, okay, maybe she had a bad day, maybe the internet just tripping. The second time it's like, I don't know, nah, this looking a little sketchy. I think he need to check her. The third time is over. It's done. It's out there. No, you gotta get rid of Shawty. She leaving heart eyes under NBA players' profile pictures or pictures, Instagram pictures. And then now it's surfacing that she twerking, she throwing that ass back on a dude that ain't Travis when they were in a relationship. And now that has come out, now he deactivated his Instagram. I believe she deactivated hers as well. He don't know what to do. We telling you what to do, Travis. Listen, Sometimes love comes in a form that you may not want to hear all the time. Sometimes you need to hear the tough love. Didn't Bow Wow tell you? Bow Wow told you, right? It was people may not have liked the messenger, but the message was the message, and the message was spot on. The message was spot on, Travis. We look at, and then Travis goes on to say, "Oh, y'all just hating on me. Y'all wasn't telling me this, before the Heisman Trophy and all this stuff. Y'all wasn't telling me. Yeah, you wasn't in the limelight. People didn't give a fuck about you. Now we care, Travis. You're in the limelight now. We care. We want to see you be successful, right? We want to see you go on and be a great player, a phenomenal player. We want to see you go on to do great things without the distractions, right? Without the strifing. Listen, now we don't even, people who are catching up to the story are finding out who you are based upon what your chick done did, guy. We're finding out who you are, Travis, based on the embarrassment that your chick is putting upon you. We're finding out who you are based upon the social media talking about her. She's twerking on this guy. She's leaving heart emojis under this guy. That's how people are finding out who you are. They're not even finding out about who you are based on your own work ethic. Nobody's finding out who you are based upon what you've just accomplished on the field. Nobody's finding out about who you are based on how good and great you are as a collegiate player right now. Nobody's finding out who you are based upon that. People are finding out who you are based upon this bitch, this hoe. Yes, and I'm calling her that. I'm calling that because that's what she is. That's what she is. What the characteristics that she's been showing, she's been bitchy. She's acting like a bitch. Yes. This is the after pill, Travis. We call it how it is over here. She's acting like a bitch. And then the twerking and the leaving heart emojis. Oh, now she's a whore. She's a whore. Of course she's a whore. You wifing up a whore, but this is how the story always is, guys. How many times do I have to tell you? Most of you are going to get leftovers. If you still want to go the marriage route, if you still want to go to, the relationship route, most of you are going to get leftovers. Most of you are going to get whores, man. See, y'all don't want to hear this, but it's the dead honest truth. You're seeing it happen. You're seeing it happen right in front of you on a big screen. How many times do we have to see it happen for y'all to understand what is going on? Most of these chicks are full of shit. Most of these chicks are straight up 304s. Most of these chicks just want the money. Most of these chicks know how to play their cards because a lot of guys are gullible, man. I'll take another sip. A lot of guys out here are gullible. Super gullible. And Travis, you have to understand, man, you're not the best looking cookie in a cookie jar. Now that's what God bless you with. Look, he bless you, he bless you with talent. You making hundreds of thousands of dollars before you even get into the league. You bound to be a number one draft pick if this bitch don't throw you off your pivot, right? Off your purpose. Right? But you bound to go on to do great things. So God may not have blessed you with the looks, right? But looks don't even matter when it comes to men that greatly, when it comes to money, when it comes to accomplishments, right? When it comes to doing great things. So a man with money, a man with looks, right? He probably can pull some chicks that you can pull with the money, but altogether it don't matter. You're going on to do great things. So that's what God blessed you with. Right? So one thing you got to understand is because God bless you with the talent, you got to understand, hey, this chick ain't here just because I'm a great dude. Yeah, you may be a great dude, Travis, but what we talk about over here, the after pill, Women are always after something, right? Women are never just there just because, you know, you got a good heart. Nah, man. Nah. Women are never there just because you got a good heart, right? That shit get played out after a minute. That shit get played out. Yeah, that may be all, you know, fun and games when you first get together. Oh yeah, I love him, man. All of this, the feelings may be, you know, exacerbated when you first get together, but as far as long term go, no chick ain't there just because you got a good heart. No, she sees some potential, right? She see dollar signs at the end of the rainbow, right? She sees something. She sees something, but a bitch ain't never there for free. Maybe she can get a baby out of you, get some child support out of you, get a ring out of you, right? Get some. Listen, a chick ain't never there for free, especially not at your level, guy. A chick ain't around you for free at your level. Hey, man, where your daddy at, man? Where your uncles at, man? Where Dion at? And I guarantee you, Dion did say it. Dion did say it. He joked around with it and said, "Hey, man, you need to get a prenup." And I'm sure they probably had some more conversations. But being 21 years old, I'm sure he probably just brushed it off like, "Man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, man. I love this girl. I love her. I love her. She loves me." See, people got on me. People got on me when I told men. I made a video and I told men, I said, "You need to get experience. You need to get experience with women. This is what happens when you don't have experience with women. This is what happens when you only had one chick. This is what happens when one chick swallowed that. This is what happens when that one chick put that thing down her throat and you, oh my God, I love this bitch. Oh my God. Ain't no chick ever did me like this. When that first chick, she, whoo. Listen, I know. That's why the previous video I said we all have a Travis story. We all have been there. Some men are still there. A lot of men are still there. Most men are still there. A lot of us have a Travis story. And, you know, at 21, you know, he's supposed to be a grown man, right? But we know in modern day society, there's a delayed development with with both men and women, right? Men were sent to war way back in the day, 16, 17, 18, right? Men were building dynasties and becoming kings, right? In the old days, right? Men were accomplishing great things by the age of 21, but now we've kind of dumbed down a little bit. Now we treat the 21-year-olds like kindergartners now, right? We treat the 21-year-olds like little kids. They're not really there yet. They're grown, they're adults based upon a law, but technically speaking, these motherfuckers is they're a bunch of kids. A lot of people are kids at 30 and 40 years old, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm trying to look at it from a realistic standpoint because when I was 21, well, I got my mind opened up around 20, right? So I was in that same boat around the same age as him, right? That's why people are saying he's just gonna have to learn. But I was there. I remember like it was yesterday, right? And I told you guys this story before. You know, bad little team, right? Bad little team, right? I was head over heels for her. We were buying matching shoes and matching clothes. This was when I was in the military, right? I believe I was 19, 20 years old. People kept telling me, "Oh man, she a hoe, man. She a hoe." All right, you gonna mess around and find out. She a hoe. And all that, and me, listen, it's funny because I was saying the same exact things that he was saying. I was saying the same exact things that he was saying. I'm like, y'all jealous. Y'all hating. I got this bad little thing right here. I got this, I got this, ooh, right? Nice and curvy, big booty, long hair. I'm like, y'all can't tell me nothing. Y'all can't tell me nothing. This is mine's right here. Listen, I'm gonna marry this chick. When we graduate, I'm going to Texas. I'm going to San Antonio where she at, and we getting married, and we finna have some babies. Right? Little did I know, she was married. Little did I know, she already had a family. So you can only imagine how I felt. I was destroyed. I think that was the sickest I've ever been. Outside of actually being sick, it was only one time that I actually felt that sick, and it was when I was actually sick. Like I think I had the flu or something. That's when I was actually sick. Outside of when I was actually sick, that was the sickest I've ever been. That was the sickest I've ever been. I fell head over heels for that chick. Bought matching shoes, matching clothes. We used to go to the mall. I used to buy her shit. She used to buy me shit. Right? We was talking about our future and all that. And little did I know, she was just playing me like a violin. She was just playing me like a motherfucking violin. And, you know, she was a tad bit older than me too. But women are very smart. They're dumb, but they're smart. And they've already heard everything up under the sun. I'm telling you guys, they've heard everything up under the sun by the time they're 21 years old. Hell, some of them by 18, right? I remember walking with this girl. She used to be my quote unquote best friend, but I had a crush on her, and you know, we ended up dating after after we graduated and all that. By the time we graduated, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. We had smashed and went to prom together and all that. Shout out to Summer, man. Shout out to Summer. But anyway, we were walking down the street, and you know, grown dudes were hollering at her. You know, this is not when we were together. I had a little crush on her, but you know, me being a little kid, me being a teenager, you know, a grown man approached. Of course, in my mind, I was like, why is this grown man approaching her? But you know, at the same time, it was like, he asked me, is that your girl? I was like, nah, that ain't my girl. We just friends, and grown man trying to holler at her, 16, 17 years old. And now that I think back on that, I'm like, bro, a lot of chicks, grown men have been hollering at them since 14, 15, 16 years old. All the game that y'all think that y'all running, bro, they done heard that all. They done heard it a million times over. They hear it every single day. They get DMs, they walking outside, they at the malls, right? You think these chicks, you remember going to the mall? Y'all remember going to the mall? You think these chicks ain't heard the same game over and over and over again every time y'all wanted to approach? Bro, it's the same lines. It's the same shit. They've heard it all before. Don't you think they adapt to this? Don't you think they've been wired to already expect what's next? They already know what's next. They already know all of this stuff. They are light years ahead of most men. What part don't y'all understand? They're light years ahead. So this chick that he's dealing with, she's light years ahead of him. And what's so crazy is she gonna get a baby out of him. She's gonna get a baby out of Travis. He's gonna put a baby in her, and before you know it, that's it. It's gonna be done. The story is over with once he put a baby in her. Mark my words. Like I said, I'm not trying to wish anything bad on them. I'm not trying to wish anything, bad on their union or whatever. But we've seen the story play out too many times. Now is the time that he needs to leave. Now is the time that he needs to nip that shit in the bud. Now is the time that he need to put a foot up her ass. But 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen, because judging by the type of man that he is, he on easy street. He on soft mode, right? He ain't really had that masculine presence in his life. You can tell by how he's interacting with the public. You can tell that he ain't got a dang on masculine bone in his body. You can tell by how come on now. 9 times out of 10, It ain't gonna happen. And she probably gonna get a baby out of him quick. Quick. And then he's gonna see what it really is. Because like men who've already been there, we know. Once you have a baby with a chick, that's over. That's done. You stuck with her for life. And then she changes too. Women change when they have children. Some positive, some negative, a lot negative. But women change when they have children. And that side he ain't ready for. Right? He think he going hard now. He think he's in love and all of this, but he ain't seen nothing yet. Like Bow Wow said, he need to get out here and live his life. He need to get out here and live his life. Travis is gonna fuck around and let this chick be his downfall. We've seen the stories way too many times. Travis is gonna mess around and let this chick be his downfall because he ain't never experienced women. He hasn't had his fair share of women, so he don't even know how to nip shit in the bud. He don't know how to put chicks in a place. You can tell she's playing him like a flute. You can tell she's in it for the long term. You can tell she's in it for the moolah. That bitch is married to the money, you hear me? She married to the money. But he can't see that because he's blinded by that punani. He's blind. She done sucked him dry. She done swallowed that seed. He don't know how to act. And all men have been there. But Travis, just take this as warning. Take this as a warning. Nobody's hating on you. Nobody's dissing you, right? But we've seen this story too many times. And if you come across this video was made strictly out of love, right? I know it was some entertainment. You got to be entertaining with this shit, you know what I'm saying? But this video was made all out of love. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you be great, right? But I know how the story ends. You can still be great, but you're not even in the lead yet. You haven't even gotten started. You haven't even gotten started, and this woman is already destroying your legacy. This chick is already destroying your legacy before you even get started. So take heed to this warning. Take heed to this advice. People tried to warn you. People tried to tell you. Now, it's up to you. And Travis, this is what we call the after pill. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Here's another video if you don't want to wait till the next upload. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.